Good morning. Welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today for the always pleasant task of swearing in new police officers to the best police department in the entire state of New Jersey. So this is a terrific event. We also have several honorees and awards we want to give to our police officers, which we do every quarter and every year. So it's going to be a great morning. We're going to swear in 7 police officers. I'm going to read the resumes and turn it over to our town clerk, John Mitch, to my left, and he will do the swearing-in ceremony. There'll be ample time for pictures at the end. Everybody's going to hang around. Everybody can take a picture with everybody. So you can take them while you want, but keep in mind everybody will stay. Let me introduce the dais up here. I said to my left is John Mitch, the town clerk. To his left is Police Director Bob Hubner. To his left is Police Deputy Director Joe Niski. And to his left is Chief Law Enforcement Officer Brian Murphy. In the back, we have Councilman Greg Ficara. We have Vito Simaluca, our business administrator, and Carolyn Early, former councilwoman and current chief of staff and head of redevelopment. And of course, you'll meet these gentlemen to my right very shortly. We'll start with Officer Matthew Knotts Haggerty. Officer Haggerty, 22, a lifelong resident of Woodbridge Township. Graduated Columbia High School and has earned an associate's degree in criminal justice from Middlesex College. Officer Haggerty formerly worked at the Woodbridge Community Center as an ICE manager and as a substitute teacher in the Woodbridge School District. Officer Haggerty graduated from the Cape May County Police Academy and will take up assignment in the Radio Patrol Division. Mr. Mitch.
Do you, Matthew Haggerty, solemnly swear that you support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that you will bear faith and allegiance to the same, and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, and you will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of police officer according to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations, sir.
Officer William Martin Klein. Officer Klein, 33, is a resident of the Avenel section of Woodbridge. Officer Klein is a graduate of Columbia High School and has secured an associate's degree in criminal justice from Middlesex College, where he also received a certificate of recognition for highest academic achievement in police science. Officer Klein formerly attended and graduated from the Camden County Police Academy and was previously employed as a corrections officer with the Middlesex County Department of Corrections. Additionally, Officer Klein attended and graduated from the Cape May County Police Academy and will take up assignment in the Radio Patrol Division. Mr. Mitch.
Do you, William Klein, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that you will bear faith and allegiance to the same, and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, and you will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of police officer according to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations, sir.
Officer Brian Rincon. Rincon, 23, is a resident of the Ford section of Woodbridge. Officer Rincon was born in Columbia and moved to the United States when he was 2 years old and has resided in Woodbridge since 2003. Officer Rincon graduated from Woodbridge High School and has earned a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Rutgers University. Officer Rincon formerly worked at Target in the Fulfillment Department. Officer Rincon graduated from the Cape May County Police Academy and will take up assignment in the Radio Patrol Division. Mr. Mitch.
Do you, Brian Rincon, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that you will bear faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state and the authority of the people? You will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of police officer according to the best of your ability, so help you God.
I do.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Officer Anthony Mercedes. Mercedes, 27, has lived in Woodbridge Township since 2010 and currently resides in the Casby section of Woodbridge. Officer Mercedes is a graduate of John F. Kennedy High School and attended Middlesex College before joining the United States Marine Corps. While serving in the Marine Corps, Officer Mercedes held the rank of E4 Corporal as a motor transport operator. Officer Mercedes formerly attended the New Jersey State Department of Corrections Training Academy and was employed as a correctional police officer at the Trent State Correctional Facility. Officer Mercedes' uncle was formerly a police officer with the Perth Amboy Police Department. Officer Mercedes graduated from the Cape May County Police Academy and will take up assignment in the Radio Patrol Division. Mr. Mitch.
You can't get them first.
Do you, Anthony Mercedes, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that you will bear faith and allegiance to the same, to the governments established in the United States and in this state, and the authority of the people? You will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of police officer according to the best of your ability, so help you God.
I do.
Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations. Officer Shavindra Singh Gore. Officer Gore, 29, has lived in Woodbridge Township since 2001 and currently resides in the Colonia section. Officer Gore is a graduate of JFK High School and has secured a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Rutgers University. Officer Gore formerly worked as a driving instructor for Alltown Driving School in Island and is an EMT for Woodbridge Township. Officer Gore graduated from the Cape May Police Academy and will take up assignment in the Radio Patrol Division. Mr. Mitch.
Do you, Savindra Gore, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey? You'll bear faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people. You will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of police officer according to the best of your ability, so help you God.
I did.
Congratulations. Welcome to the board.
Officer Christopher Wayne Meyer. Officer Meyer, 29, has lived in Woodbridge Township since 2001 and currently resides in the Colonia section of Woodbridge. Officer Meyer is a graduate of Colonia High School and has secured an associate's degree in physical education from Middlesex College. Officer Meyer attended and graduated from the Seagirt Police Academy for Juvenile Justice Commissions and was formerly employed as a juvenile correction officer. Officer Meyer attended and graduated from the Camden County Police Academy for the Middlesex County Department of Corrections and was employed as a correctional police officer. Officer Meyer graduated from the Cape May County Police Academy and will take up assignment in the Radio Patrol Division. Mr. Mitch.
Do you, Christopher Meyer, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and you will bear faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state and the authority of the people? And you will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of police officer according to the best of your ability, so help you God.
I do.
Congratulations, sir. Welcome aboard.
Officer Angel Rafael Martinez. Officer Martinez, 37, has lived in Woodbridge Township since 2012 and currently maintains residence in the Colonia section. Officer Martinez is a graduate of the Perth Amboy Magnet School and has earned an associate's degree in engineering from Middlesex College. Officer Martinez was previously employed as a police officer with the Rutgers Police Department. Officer Martinez is a graduate of Cape May County Police Academy and will take up assignment in the Radio Patrol Division. Mr. Mitch.
Do you, Angel Martinez, solemnly swear you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that you will bear faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, and you will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of police officer according to the best of your ability, so help you God. So congratulations, sir.
This class of new officers has one other person who could not be here today, but it's for a very good reason. He is deployed overseas defending the freedom of our country. Police Officer Michael J. Barbado is the son of Woodbridge Police Detective Michael Barbado and the grandson of retired Woodbridge Police Detective Michael Barbado Sr. Officer Barbado, a resident of the poor betting section of the township, was a star baseball player after graduating from high school and was employed by the Woodbridge Police Department Traffic Maintenance Division. Officer Barbado enlisted in the United States Army from 2018 to 2021 and secured the rank of E4 with the Airborne Infantry. Officer Barbado is currently serving in the Army National Guard, 44th Infantry, and was recently deployed to military assignments overseas. Upon his safe return from active duty, Officer Barbado will take up assignment in the Radio Patrol Division. If you're going to miss your swearing-in ceremony, being deployed for the U.S. Army is a pretty good reason. Let's hear it for Officer Barbado. Okay, now we would like to have several police department awards, and I'll first announce the Police Officer of the Year for 2023 as Officer David McDevitt. This is going to take a minute. Whereas Police Officer David McDevitt, a 4-year veteran of the Woodbridge Police Department assigned to the Radio Patrol Division Squad 12, has demonstrated a commitment to policing, law enforcement, and public safety through the employment of a proactive approach to include patrol activities and traffic enforcement, criminal investigation, and public safety initiatives. And whereas in 2023, Officer McDevitt responded to 1,984 calls for service, 731 special checks, and 156 motor vehicle stops, which resulted in enforcement actions to include the issuance of motor vehicle summonses, enforcement of outstanding arrest warrants, arrest of defendants in violation of New Jersey criminal statutes, and self-initiated law enforcement-related investigations. Whereas on January 6, 2023, Officer McDevitt responded to a burglary alarm at an Island jewelry store and observed the front door shattered and 2 male suspects exiting the store. Officer McDevitt, along with responding officers, apprehended the suspects, recovered 2 duffel bags that contained stolen jewelry valued at approximately $1 million. On March 10, 2023, Officer McDevitt, in concert with Squad 12, while engaged in an undercover investigation targeting automobile burglaries, encountered a suspicious vehicle reported stolen out of Prince George's County, Maryland. The suspect vehicle accelerated at a high rate of speed to avoid apprehension, collided with another vehicle, and 2 suspects wearing ski masks and brandishing a weapon fled the scene. Officer McDevitt and responding officers apprehended the 2 additional suspects before they could exit the vehicle and recovered several fully loaded handguns, one with an extended magazine capable of fully automatic fire. Further investigation determined that the suspect individuals were part of an organized cartel involved in motor vehicle thefts and burglaries operating out of Washington, D.C.'s metro area and targeting criminal activity in Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. In June, August, and October 2023, Officer McDevitt de-escalated several mental health crises, prevented an armed robbery of a township convenience store, and arrested an individual leaving the scene of a burglary of a local pharmacy. Woodbridge Police Officer David McDevitt is recognized and honored before the Woodbridge Township Police Department, peers, community, and family for his dedication to duty and police professionalism, and is hereby named the 2023 Woodbridge Police Department Police Officer of the Year. This is an outstanding resume of accomplishments in just 1 year for a guy who's only been on the force 4 years. He's the son of former police detective Charlie McDevitt, who's back here watching his proud son getting this award. This is just tremendous. This young man, we talked before, you know, is it luck? Is it, how does he get around all these cases? But you make your own luck. When you're a good cop, you see things others don't. And that helped him figure out what was going on in these cases. And then he could use his training and his education and experience to act like he was supposed to. What a year he's had. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave McDevitt. Thank you.
I'll keep this brief. I want to thank the mayor, town council, all the chain of command, director, deputy director. I want to thank all the other officers who are here And I just want to say it's an honor to assist the community and serve them. It couldn't have been done as just one person. I had a huge amount of help. I had several officers that I worked with for an extended period of time last year. That would be Officer Van Loo, Officer Minkowski, Officer Awad, Officer Garrett, and my co-officer of the first quarter of 2023, Officer Hendricks. So I'd like to thank all of those guys.
And I'd like Charlie McDevitt to stand up and be recognized. Father of David. And now Police Officer of the Quarter, October 1st to December 31st, 2023. Whereas, Joseph Scarano. In the fourth quarter of 23, Officer Joseph Scarano responded to 359 calls for service, conducted self-initiated law enforcement investigations, special patrol checks, and contacts to include enforcement of outstanding warrants and arrest of defendants on violations of New Jersey criminal statutes. And whereas on December 20th, 2023, members of the Woodbridge Police Department were investigating a report of a missing and potentially suicidal individual who had taken possession of a hunting rifle and other weapons. As the investigation developed information, Officer Scarano located the armed suicidal individual in the Avenel section of Woodbridge, called for backup, and cautiously approached the distraught individual. Officer Scarano, along with responding officers, successfully engaged the individual, de-escalated the situation, and transported the individual to appropriate medical services. And whereas Joseph Scarano is recognized and honored before the Woodbridge Township Police Department, peers, community, and family for his commitment and dedication to duty and police professionalism, and is hereby named Woodbridge Township Police Officer of the Quarter for 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Scarano. And Joe is also the son-in-law of Councilman and former Woodbridge Police Officer Brian Small, who's home recovering from surgery. Otherwise, I know he'd want to be here. He's also the grandson of former police officer who works for us part-time now in the court system, Carmen Margiela. Carmen, give a wave. No, and Officer Scarano hereby declines to say anything.
Congratulations, pal. Thank you.
Okay, and now we have what we regularly do is present awards for outstanding bravery and police response and life-saving action. I'd like to call up Police Officer Jack Croft, Police Officer Patrick McGean, and Police Officer Jeffrey Schott. All three proclamations pretty much say the same thing, so I'm just going to read Officer Croft's. Whereas on December 28, 2023, multiple Woodbridge Police Department units were dispatched to the Garden State Parkway, exit 131 South in the Eastwood section of the township, to assist Cranford police officers involved in a high-speed pursuit that ended in a motor vehicle crash and exchange of gunfire between the driver of the suspect vehicle and a Cranford police officer. Officer Croft, cross-trained as a New Jersey certified EMT, was the first Woodbridge Police Department officer at the scene and immediately undertook emergency medical treatment of the wounded Cranford officer. And whereas Officers Patrick McGean and Jeffrey Schott, in concert with Officer Croft, placed the wounded Cranford officer in a Woodbridge Police Department vehicle for expedited emergency transport to the University Trauma Center in Newark. During the transport, Officer Croft applied a second tourniquet to the upper right arm, which effectively controlled the bleeding, and thereafter performed a detailed patient assessment for any additional injuries. Whereas Officer Croft is hereby recognized along with McGee and Schott for their commitment and dedication to duty and well-being of fellow police officers, and they're honored today before Woodbridge Township Police Department, officers, peers, family, and community. This officer might be alive today because of the actions of Officer Croft and his backup officers McGee and Schott. You can't get any better than that, folks. Congratulations. Officer Croft is also a volunteer fireman with the KSB Fire Department. So he's got police, he's got fire, and he's got first aid. He's a well-rounded individual. Probably a darn good thing he was called to the scene that night.
Thank you. Absolutely.
I said, you want to say something? He said, absolutely. And then he pulled out a speech.
First and foremost, I'd like to share how happy I am that our new Cranford friend, Chris, is alive and well. As I told him before while handing him off to the emergency room staff, this is what we do for our brothers and sisters in blue. Officers Scarano, Schott, and McGeehan deserve all the thanks and recognition possible for helping in this coordinated effort which allowed us to treat and transport flawlessly. This was a terrible story to tell, but luckily it had a good ending. There will never be enough words to let me express how grateful I am for every person in my life. I am truly overwhelmed with positive emotion from how many I see here today. Everyone I know has always supported, bettered, helped, and respected me. Some tend to thank their training when things go right after going so wrong. But I'd rather like to thank the people who actually provided that training for all their advice, trust, and knowledge. I was able to use my head thanks to John and Scott. Believe it or not, there's actually something up here. I was able to slow down because of Sergeant Scarano. I went through my assessment and remained calm because of Sergeant Karch. I was allowed to be the one who people turn to for the job because of my field training officer, Joe Scarano. And most of all, I felt trusted because of my life partner, Emily, and my best friend, Joe, who both gave me far more credit than I will ever deserve. Without my family and friends, I would have never grown into the finished product you see here today. I was put on this planet to serve, and I will continue to do so for you.
I can assume you two guys don't want to say anything after that, right?
We can't follow that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say how proud I am to be the mayor of Woodbridge Township when we have such a great police department. I say it all the time. They are the best in the state of New Jersey. There's only a handful of departments in the country that are accredited by the Commission for the Accreditation of Law Enforcement Agencies. It's a national organization that every 3 years comes out to a site, interviews everybody, checks every piece of paper, every policy, every practice, every procedure. They go up and down the Woodbridge Police Department for weeks. And they issue a report, and each and every time since I've been mayor, and when I worked for the town before that, every 3 years they come out with flying colors, the Woodbridge Police Department does. And when I sit through the exit interview with people from Montana or Arkansas or Tennessee or wherever that don't know anything about Woodbridge until they get here, they always say, not only did you pass, but you have one of the best police departments they have ever seen. And I think that is just terrific. We say it, I say it all the time. The men and women keep going out and proving it. Saving lives, being brave, doing their job, making arrests under dangerous conditions. Semi-automatics, you know, all kinds of weapons, and they're out there doing their job. So I just want to say how proud I am of the Woodbridge Police Department and also of the leadership of it. So I'd like to now call up our police director, Bob Hubner, to say a few words.
Good morning. I'm not sure I could follow Officer Croft. It's going to be tough to follow. But it's really a great day when we can swear in new officers and also have officers receive these awards. It's a good opportunity for the new officers to see the caliber of officers they're going to have the opportunity to work with. We're also going to have seen the support we received from the mayor, his administration, and the council. I'd like to thank them for it. Congratulations to our Officer of the Year, Officer Recorder, and 3 officers that received the commendation. Real quick message for our new officers. When they finally come into contact with the public, the impression they leave is probably the first time these people will come into direct contact with the police. So the impression they leave is what people are going to think of all police officers. So I say to you, when you come in contact with people, treat them like you'd want to be treated or your family. Congratulations and good luck on a long, safe career.
Thank you, folks. That completes our ceremony this morning. As I said, everybody's going to be available for pictures. This is also being filmed, so you can get it on Woodbridge social media pages and then watch your kids being sworn in. But let me tell you, you all need to be incredibly proud. This is a tough, tough job to get. We probably, to get 7 plus Barbados 8, to get 8 officers, we probably started with 60 off a state list from civil service. And one by one, people either are no longer interested, or they no longer qualify, or they lost residency, and then you get to the testing, the drug test, the physical test, the psychological test. Not everybody makes it through that. And then you get to the academy, and not everybody makes it through that. But you all raised, in this case, a young man who became a Woodbridge Township Police Department officer. That says everything about the job you did raising these young men, to make sure to have them sitting right here. You should be incredibly proud if you're a parent, grandparent of one of these men. Congratulations. Thank you all for coming.